Welcome to Highway Herald, your roadmap to the latest in auto innovation and the pulse of the car enthusiast community. Today, we're diving under the hood of a pressing issue: the unexpected deceleration in electric vehicle market share. Market momentum for EVs is shifting gears, with recent data indicating a dip in market share since late 2023. Consumer surveys echo this trend, signaling a slowdown in electric enthusiasm. The once rapid charge of EVs into market dominance now faces potential deceleration. We've revved up our research and uncovered 8 key reasons behind this automotive apprehension. Let's roll into the details. Reason number 8. Unveiling the environmental paradox of EVs. Electric vehicles rolled onto the scene with a promise to slash carbon emissions and revolutionize our roads. Yet, as we peel back the layers, we discover that this eco-friendly facade may not be as green as marketed. The production battleground is where EVs face their first environmental hurdle. Contrary to popular belief, crafting an EV leaves a heavier carbon footprint than its internal combustion counterparts, primarily due to its battery heart. Mining for lithium, the lifeblood of EV batteries, is an energy-intensive dance with environmental repercussions. From the reliance on sulfuric acid to the colossal diesel-guzzling machinery carving through nature's reserves, the ecological toll is substantial. In an ideal world, EVs would glide onto our streets, and their zero-emission charm would swiftly offset their birth emissions. But there's a catch. This only rings true if they're powered by clean, renewable energy. And here lies the crux. In America and beyond, our electricity still dances to the tune of fossil fuels. So until our power grid goes green, can we truly call EVs zero-emission champions? Reason number 7, the electric conundrum of choice. When it comes to car shopping, variety is the spice of life. But in the EV world, options are still revving up. Buyers looking for trucks, vans, or high-octane sports cars may find the electric pickings slim. ICE vehicles have a century of innovation under the hood, offering a model for every whim. EVs, they're just kicking into high gear, with automakers now racing to expand their electric fleets. The pre-owned market for EVs hasn't hit full throttle yet, leaving budget-conscious and second-hand enthusiasts waiting for their electric dream ride. While EVs are zipping towards a more diverse future, they're still trailing in the rearview mirror of ICE variety. This gap could be stalling some consumers from making the electric leap. As more models plug into the market, we'll likely see this barrier power down. Reason number 6, the daily dance with convenience. One roadblock on the EV highway is the showroom selection, or lack thereof. Car buyers have unique tastes and needs, from body style to brand allegiance. While EVs are gaining traction, their lineup still pales in comparison to ICE vehicles, especially in segments like trucks and high-octane sports cars. ICE vehicles boast a legacy of diversity, satisfying every market niche. EVs, however, are just revving up, with automakers only recently broadening their electric horizons. This disparity leaves some consumers feeling boxed in by limited choices. The pre-owned EV market also trails behind, offering fewer options for those who prefer or require a second-hand ride. As more EVs hit the roads and age into the used market, this gap should narrow. In summary, while EV variety is on the rise, it hasn't yet matched ICE diversity. This shortfall could steer some consumers away until the EV spectrum broadens to fit more lifestyles and preferences. Reason number 5, the charging challenge. Another speed bump on the EV journey is the charging conundrum. It's not just the wait to juice up your ride, it's the quest to find an open charger. In EV hotspots like California, drivers face daily dilemmas with charger queues and malfunctioning stations. A Berkeley study highlighted that nearly 25% of Bay Area chargers were out of service last year, plagued by payment glitches, network issues, and broken connectors. Venture beyond city limits, and the charging landscape grows even bleaker, turning long drives into strategic missions. This charging challenge fuels skepticism, particularly in regions like the Midwest and Northeast. According to a KPMG survey, 40% of these residents would rather refuel than recharge, underscoring the need for a robust and reliable charging network. Before we delve deeper, we'd appreciate it if you could subscribe to Highway Herald. Your support fuels our passion to create more content like this. Now let's explore reason number 4, the costly current of ownership. EVs once sailed the seas of savings with low running costs and simpler mechanics. But recent reports suggest these electric ships face rougher waters than their gas counterparts. Despite their streamlined powertrains, EVs are hitting more bumps in the road, with consumer reports noting an 80% higher problem rate than gas vehicles. And those charging station costs? They're juicing up bills more than expected. Batteries pack a financial punch, making up over 30% of an EV's value. A replacement? That's a wallet-whopping tens of thousands. Sure, there's an 8-year warranty, but collision damage can still short-circuit your savings. With a shortage of EV-trained mechanics, repair costs are soaring. Insurance companies often opt to total a damaged EV rather than foot the hefty repair bill, driving up premiums for electric car owners. Reason number 3, the auxiliary automobile dilemma. Electric vehicles are charging ahead, but their range still falls short of a full-throttle road trip. Charging times can test your patience, making it tough for EVs to be the lone ranger in your garage. Dive into the stats, and you'll find that most EV owners keep an ICE car in their lineup. For the average family, EVs haven't yet crossed the finish line as the go-to vehicle. Range anxiety, lengthy charge times, premium pricing, and question marks over reliability keep them from taking pole position in single-car households. Automakers are in overdrive trying to engineer EVs that can go wheel-to-wheel with their ICE ancestors. But as it stands, it might be a marathon before we see electric vehicles become the champion choice among the middle class. Reason number 2, the taxpayer's tug-of-war. ICE cars may still be the budget-friendly champions, but EVs are gaining ground. Don't credit production efficiency or a lithium price drop. Tip your hat to Uncle Sam's hefty incentives. Federal tax credits can slash up to $7,500 off an EV's sticker price, with states adding their own perks. But remember, it's taxpayer dollars fueling these discounts. The Texas Public Policy Foundation reports that each EV sale drives nearly $50,000 in taxpayer costs. With over $21 billion spent in 2021, many would rather see those funds in their pockets or powering other causes. As utility costs climb, 27% of American homes are grappling with energy bills. 2 years ago, similar numbers were foregoing groceries or facing shutoff notices, and it's likely worse now. Pouring billions into helping the well-off plug into pricey EVs is sparking controversy, especially when many Americans are struggling with basic expenses. Reason number 1, the electric expense equation. The cost of going electric is still sending shockwaves through the market. A survey reveals a 10% surge since 2023 in Americans pumping the brakes on EV purchases, with 63% now hesitant or outright resistant. Incentives and discounts aside, EVs are still revving up at a higher price point than their gas-powered rivals. The gap's narrowing, but match an EV with an ICE car of similar specs, and the price difference is still stark. Take a mid-sized electric SUV, it can zoom past the median annual income, leaving buyers in the dust. With wealthier drivers already behind the wheel of their EVs, market growth is downshifting. This year's first quarter saw a slight dip to 7.3% market share for electric cars, a sign that automakers might be reaching the end of the affluent buyer expressway. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay charged up on all things automotive. Join us next time for more insights and updates on your favorite rides. Until then, keep your motors running and your batteries charged.